Hi, my name is Christina.
Hi, my name is Hannah.
Welcome
to the DMD Talk Show. We're joined by our first guest, Jessica May. She's a creative marketing specialist and kingdompreneur. Hi Jessica, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you very much. How are you?
To see you. Thank you. It's lovely to see you.
Good to
You
see
look
you.
amazing.
Well. Thank
Love
you.
your award.
Thank you. It's
Very
really
nice.
very colourful as well.
Thank you.
Yes. So Jessica, you are the founder of Launch Dates with Jesus. Can you tell us about this?
Yeah. Launch Dates with Jesus is a women's ministry set up to inspire a hunger and a deep relationship in women to have a relationship with Jesus Christ through partnership, fellowship and intimacy.
Mm-hmm. And who are you looking to reach out to with this?
So Launch Dates with Jesus is a women's ministry and our aim is to inspire a hunger and a deep a hunger and deep desire for them to have a relationship with Jesus Christ through the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
And they're mainly for women.
Okay, so tell us about Jessica May Creative Marketing.
So Jessica May Creative Marketing is a marketing company that is set up to connect Christian entrepreneurs to the audience online, both online and offline as well.
Brilliant. So that's obviously how you interlink the two. Sort of thing, they both got the same ethos of basis of Christianity and trying to be sort of successful in the right way.
Yes, exactly.
Brilliant, lovely.
Okay. So tell us about your new launch, what's it called?
Dear Jesus Journal.
Yeah.
Dear Jesus Journal. So
it's beautiful. It's lovely.
So at the moment it's on paperback. Dear Jesus Journal is a journal that I used. It's one of the tools that I use to help me to spend quality time with Jesus Christ. In my darkest moment, I found that writing letters pouring out my heart to God, just writing whatever that's in my heart and pouring it out to God helped me to overcome the depression that I was in, the stress, the anxiety that I was going through at the time. So I thought to obviously share this with the world and let it be a blessing. So it's at the moment it's on paperback, but I'm creating an app for it as well, so everyone can have it.
Okay.
Use that to reach the world at large. So yes.
Okay, nice.
We're going for a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be joined by Caroline Rizavio. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned.
We're now joined by our second guest, Caroline Rizavio. Hi Caroline.
Hi.
Caroline is a survivor of domestic violence.
That's right.
So you're here today to talk to us about your experience and your story.
That's right.
It's nice to have you.
It's lovely to be here as well. Thanks.
Thanks for coming. So can you tell us about how you overcome it, your experience being a domestic violence victim?
Right. I chose to come out of it. I mean, there were times where I had a question that should I still be in this marriage just because of the society and the community I'm from. But then I realized that it's time to take that first step to get out of that messy relationship, because it was not just about me, it was about my kids. So I wanted a better life for my kids as well. So I chose to walk out of it.
So when did you notice that this was wrong?
I would say right from the beginning, the very start of my marriage, I saw that something was not right. But it's just that I didn't know that it has a name called domestic violence, because I didn't realize that was happening to me. So I could literally see my life falling apart, but then I was helpless. I didn't know how to come out of it. Should I talk about it? Will people believe me even if I have to tell them that this is what is happening? But then I had to do it. So
did you speak to anyone about it?
Yes, it was one of my very dear friend who happens to be my ex's friend's wife. So I have to start somewhere, so I shared it, and she said, you know what, you don't have to suffer, you need to get some help somewhere, somehow. So, but still, like I said, given the family background, to say that I want to walk out of the marriage was not an easy thing for me to do, and having my kids. But then I decided it has to be done.
So do you think in the beginning, there's a sort of part of it maybe being in denial in terms of, just really wanting your marriage to work, really wanting to keep your family together, so not wanting to possibly admit to the situation that you're in? Yeah, I think a lot of them go through that.
That's so true, because for me it was that I had some trust and hope, because I'm a very strong believer of Christ. So I always believe that He's watching and He will do a wonder, He will do a miracle.
Yeah.
But then there's also another side where I said to myself, yes, He's watching over you, but He's also giving you this wisdom to walk out. And He's there to help you to walk out as well. So, yeah.
Okay, that's very good. So what advice have you got for women in the same situation that don't know, they haven't got the mind yet to leave a relationship? What advice have you got for the viewers?
I always tell people that don't suffer in silence, break the silence. and don't feel ashamed to talk about it, because somebody is there to listen, somebody's there to lift you up, believe in it, and talk about it. Don't just keep it within yourself saying that it will be fine. No, in some situation it never goes fine, unless you make the decision to make it fine. So I always tell those people who are in the similar situation that never suffer in silence.
Who did you first reach out to when you were, decided that this wasn't right for you, this marriage wasn't right? Who did you reach out to try and take the steps to leave the marriage?
It's a bit funny because the person who had to decide to walk out of the marriage was me, but then when I was about 7 months pregnant, my ex decides to just walk out. He said, this is not working for me. So life didn't stop for me. I said, I have 2 kids, I'm responsible now. So I volunteered, I did my post-graduation and just dusted myself and started marching forward. And since then, no looking back. So
well done.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Well done, and thank you for speaking out.
That's what I tell people, just talk. I mean, I'm sure light is there end of the tunnel, so that's how positive you need to be. So that's what it is.
Okay, today we've got a topic. Our topic is about, do we support men? Do we support men following separation partner enough? Women fairly favored in terms of...
Do you serve the courts and society in general?
in separation.
Favour women,
I think that it depends on each situation really, because in my case, when it comes to child access, I've gained the entire access, as in I've got the entire full residence of the child in legal terms, whereas my ex didn't get it because the court themselves could sense that the application was on a genuine note or not. So there are certain men out there who would want to have that relationship with the kids, but I know that there's no much fair done to them because they do deny the access to the kids. So I think it differs in each situation really.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what do you think, Jessica? Do you agree that...
Do we support men?
Yeah, enough
really.
separation.
I mean, we look a lot at the situation with women, when they leave the house with us and they sort of have the children and, finances get split in their favour possibly. Do you think that we sort of neglect the fact that men then have to go from having their children all the time to only seeing them some of the time, to the struggles of custody and things like that?
I think to an extent we do. However, you have to look at the situation case by case and not judge it in general. So, for example, I'm a single mom, and likewise you've been through what you've been through as well. And I look at my life in terms of growing up. I didn't have my parents, and growing up with me, I didn't have my parents, I didn't have my mom, I didn't have my dad. I know how it felt, so I don't want that for my child. So what I did was I created a system that would sort of benefit both my son, not just the father, but my son as well. So I created a system where he gets to spend time with his dad as well. So that way my son feels supported, and his dad feels that he's not losing out on his child, because I believe that every children needs their father growing up, and I don't want my son to have to go through what I went through growing up without a parent. But then again, you have to look at it case by case. Is the father a violent father? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? So it's a case by case situation, and you have to discern what the right thing is for you to do for yourself and for your child as well.
Exactly.
So if you haven't got a choice for your child not to have the access, you wouldn't let it?
If you haven't got a choice, and if it's detriment to to your life, to your health, your child's health, then I think you have to do what's necessary.
It's a tough decision.
It is a tough decision, and it's a like I said, it's a case by case. You have to analyze it.
Okay, but what if it's in a case that the woman was in the wrong?
Yeah.
And then the man is being punished because of what the woman has done to break the marriage for something that leads to divorce. I don't think that's very fair as well.
No, it's not fair, and sometimes life's not fair. No, it's not fair, but I think for the man, it's just a case for him to keep trying. Keep trying to do whatever he can to gain custody and make sure that he's in his child's life no matter what. It's not a case of
don't give up.
Don't give up. Just keep trying.
Don't let the situation affect you.
Because obviously in this in this country, women are more favourable when it comes to
and there's nothing you can do about that. So what would you say to people like all the dads going through this situation, maybe watching?
Just don't give up. I mean, you know that you're on the right side. Just keep fighting, and I'm sure justice will prevail. So
just be the good person who you are.
Absolutely.
Don't change for anyone.
Yeah.
Be consistent as well.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going for a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll have our last guest, which is Anna. She's going to join us. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, welcome back to the DMD Talk Show. We're now joined by our third guest, another Hannah Kopuli, who's the founder of All Women's Network. Hi Hannah, it's nice to meet you. It's not often I meet another Hannah on the show. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, it's nice to see you.
You too as well.
So Anna, you're a multiple award-winning entrepreneur. Can you tell us about this?
Yes.
Motivational speaker, beauty inspired. Tell us about
Yeah.
your multiple talent.
Okay, so I'm the founder of All Women's Network. It's an organisation that supports women in business, also in education and training, as well as employment.
Yeah.
And so over the 2 years that we've actually started running, we've been recognised by the National Diversity Awards company,
Wow.
who was actually giving us the platform to nominate us for an award. And also we've also been recognised by the Inclusive Company Awards as well. They recognise community organisations and also business organisations as well. And also in Barking and Dagenham Women's Empowerment, we've also been, one of the finalists in terms of the support we give to women with building their self-confidence, giving them the opportunity to find work, go back to work and training. And so that's how that came apart. And just before I started All Women's Network, I've always sort of run coffee mornings for mum, which is just to empower them through beauty. And so I've got this beauty background, professional makeup artist. And so I would run certain sessions, beauty sessions, just to give women back confidence.
Yeah.
And so through that, I was able to kind of hear so many stories about what women go through in terms of looking for work, looking for information of how to get back into training. And so I decided it was great to start a platform where we can actually have each and every woman from all walks of life who are from different backgrounds to be under one roof, All Women's Network, and that's how it was born.
I mean, so your network, obviously, is that sort of like your coffee mornings, but on a larger scale now, or you?
Absolutely. So what we do is we run networking events for women who are female entrepreneurs in business, and we also run community events as well, and also one-to-one meetup for women as well, and a group meetup. And so what we've done is to just cater to all the women in our circle. So we have women who are in business, we have women who are in the community who are still looking after their children, stay-at-home moms. So we have something for everybody. So it's for all women to gain confidence, to build up their self-esteem, to go back to training or to get a job, or even to start a business. So there's something for every woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what actually inspired this Women Network?
Well, it's the beauty platform in which I started. I would create workshops to teach women basic beauty skills of how to perhaps do your brows, because that is very, that's one of the things that women want to learn, how to do their brows, how to apply simple makeup, to go for interview. And it really started from coffee mornings. I would invite, all my school mums to come with me, and also my friends, and it started off from there. And it grew, and I just decided it was best to kind of, form it as a business and start, meeting the needs of all these women.
And do you think that's a big part of, being a mum, obviously, is that trying to get back out there and trying to make sure that you self-care as well, look after your children, but also take care of yourself, your own mental health and your own confidence to go out there into the workplace?
Yeah, you know what, Hannah, you're absolutely right, because for me as a mother, I've got 3 children, and it's a challenge even running a business, being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And it's also a challenge for stay-at-home moms, because they also want to do something outside of
Exactly.
being a mother.
Yeah.
And so the platform helps mothers to come out of the house, meet other people where they can network, connect, and also collaborate as well. So it's really for all women, to be quite honest. Yeah.
Okay. So which lady inspired you?
So my mom inspires me, wonderful, prayerful woman. And also the women in my network, they are fabulous, excellent, wonderful women who are ready, to do things that are great for themselves, and they're ready to balance for better, juggling family and business, and also motherhood as well. So all those women inspire me greatly.
And how can people watch and get involved in this? Because I imagine a lot of people would want to be involved in this network.
Absolutely, yeah. So we are on Facebook, All Women's Network. We're also on Instagram as well, and Twitter. We also have an email address if you want to have, find out more information about the next meetup, the next networking event for women. So it's allwomensnetwork@gmail.com.
Amazing. And so do they run predominantly around London?
Yes, London, and also we're hoping to kind of go around different areas to set up there as well.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so watch out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So we've got a topic, a quick one just before you go. Do we support men enough following separation of partner or the women fairly favored in terms of child access and finance?
Yeah, so
You're
I
a
think
good person to ask, obviously.
Yeah.
Speak to a lot of
absolutely,
women.
yeah. So I do speak to a lot of women who are in our network, and what I've been able to kind of gather is that, you know, men, they find it very hard to talk. You know what, you know, when it comes to men going through separation, it's so difficult and challenging for them to express it to their friends or to actually even get practical and emotional support. So I think my advice would be for men to start talking. I will be creating a platform for men to bring them together where they start to talk about things whereby, you know, it leads to depression or suicide. And so it's important for men to start talking.
Yeah.
And also in terms of women, I think it's important for them to kind of have great communications with their partner,
Yeah.
because a lot of things break down because of bad
Lack of
communication.
Yeah.
And so even when you're in marriage, communication is key. Even when you're separated for one reason or the other, communication is still key, because sometimes a lot of women complain about child maintenance, and so they're not really getting that from their partner. But I feel like communication is so important.
If you
in
just
such-
sat down and spoke about
Exactly,
it, got rid of the
yes.
bitterness.
Absolutely. So if you sorted out who's paying what, who's doing what to help, because it takes two to make a child, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So it's so important that you're
Speaking
both
out is very important.
absolutely, you're both on the same page.
Definitely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay, it's nice having you.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you
It's lovely
for
to speak
having
to you.
us.
Thanks, Kira. It's lovely to speak to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Jessica, can you let the viewers know where they can, if they want to be part of this launch date with Jesus, where can they?
You can find us on the website, that's www.launchdatewithjesus.com. We're also on Instagram at launchdatewithjesus and Facebook launchdatewithjesus. We have an event coming up in September, and that's a Bride of Christ. So if you go on there, you get more details about how you can register for the event.
Lovely. Thanks, ladies.
Thank
It's
you.
nice having you on the show,
Thank you
and
so much.
Caroline
Thank you.
and Jessica. Okay, that's all we have for today.